Mastering Gestures in Linux Mint Cinnamon, a complete guide. Hey everyone, welcome back to 95 Linux, where we explore the best tips and tricks for Linux users. Today, we are talking about one of the hidden gems in Linux Mint's Cinnamon desktop environment, its built-in gesture system. If you're using a laptop with a touchpad or a touchscreen device, this feature can transform how you interact with your system, making it faster, more intuitive, and way more productive. Linux Mint is already super user friendly, but many people don't realize Cinnamon has some of the most robust gesture support out there, right out of the box. No need for third party apps in most cases. In this video, I'll show you how to enable it, customize it to fit your workflow, and even compare it to other desktops like GNOME and KDE. By the end, you will be swiping and pinching like a pro. So, let's get started. First, Section 1, Enabling Gestures. First things first, enabling gestures is straightforward, but it's not turned on by default. Open your system settings. You can find it in the menu or just search for it. Once there, type gestures into the search bar at the top. It will pop right under the Preferences section. If you prefer navigating manually, scroll down to the Hardware category or look in the main list. Click on the gestures and you will see a clean interface with tabs for different gesture types. Make sure the toggle at the top is switched on to activate the system-wide gestures. The quick note: this feature relies on background service called TouchEgg, which Cinnamon integrates seamlessly. If it's not detecting your hardware properly, like on some older touchpads, you might need to restart your session or check for updates. But for the most modern laptops, it works flawlessly. Now, Section 2, Understanding Gesture Types. Now, what makes Cinnamon's gestures stand out? It's the variety and flexibility. The system supports both touchpad and touchscreen inputs. But keep in mind, some gestures are device specific. For example, swipes up, down, left, or right, perfect for navigating workspaces or windows. Pinches, in or out, great for zooming or scaling. Taps, simple presses with multiple fingers. You can use 2 to 5 fingers for this, giving you tons of combinations. On touchpads, you are mostly limited to 3 or 4 fingers for swipes and pinches. Since 2-finger swipes are reserved for scrolling to avoid conflicts. Touchscreens unlock more options like 5-finger gestures or 2-finger taps. The interface lays everything out in tabs, one for swipes, one for pinches, and so on. Each gestures show a preview animation, so you know exactly what to do. Now, the Section 3, Customizing your gestures. Here is where the magic happens, customization. For each gesture, you get a drop-down menu with predefined actions. These include workspace management, switch desktops, show all windows, or tile apps. Window controls, maximize, minimize, or close apps. Media playback, volume up or down, or play or pause. And more like showing the desktop or launching the overview. But the real power is in custom commands. Select Run a command from the drop-down and you can enter the terminal script. This opens up endless possibilities. Need to launch an app? Type something like Firefox and assign it to a 4-finger swipe left. Want to automate something? Use tools like X2 tool for keyboard shortcuts. For example, X2 tool key, super plus left, to snap a window to the left side. You can also adjust sensitivity thresholds in the settings to make gestures more responsive. Lower the swipe threshold if your touchpad feels sluggish, or increase it to avoid accidental triggers. Now, Section 4, Practical Examples and Tips. Let me share some setups that have boosted my productivity. For workspace lovers, 3-finger swipe left or right. Cycle through virtual desktops. 3 fingers swipe up, open the workspace overview, Expo. 3 fingers swipe down, show all open windows. Now, for quick app access, 4 fingers swipe up, show desktop, built-in option. 4 fingers swipe down, open terminal with GNOME terminal. 4 finger pinch in, zoom out for a magnifier effect. Now, the pro tip. If you want a browser navigation like back or forward, use custom commands with X2 tool, such as X2 tool, key, Alt plus left for going back. Test in a safe app first. Also, remember gestures might not override app-specific ones, like in browsers. If you run into issues, check the Linux Mint forums or hardware tweaks. Some users edit config files for better detection. And always restart Cinnamon after changes by pressing Alt plus F2 or typing R and hitting Enter. Now, Section 5. How Cinnamon stacks up. Compared to other desktops, Cinnamon shines because everything's built-in and graphical. GNOME has great gestures for workspaces, but customization requires extensions or extra software. KDE Plasma supports multi-touch, but again, native options are limited. You would often need something like TouchEgg manually installed. Cinnamon gives you a one-stop shop without the hassle, making it ideal for beginners and power users alike. Now finally, the closing. So there you have it. Enabling and customizing gestures in Linux Mint Cinnamon can totally level up your desktop experience. It's simple, powerful, and free. Give it a try on your setup and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite gesture customization? Have you run into any hardware quirks? If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Linux guides, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.